Sometimes I'm not sure of my accomplishments. I was a preemie in the incubator. I was born 2 months premature. And obviously, I was born with cerebral palsy and I'm in a wheelchair. And I was raised by my grandparents. And I had some struggles in school because I was in and out because of operations, but I never got left back. And I was always a smart kid. I struggled with reading and math, but yet I excelled. And I did something that nobody would thought I would. I made it to college, which I'm currently in. I taught myself how to write at 8 years old, and I taught myself how to draw at that same time. I started talking at 1. If I focus, I have a real good memory for dates and certain things. I've been in and out of physical therapy rehabs since the early 2000s. And even though things didn't work out the way people wanted it to, in a way I'm success because my condition never deteriorated. And I did work out the parts of the bodies that are exceptionally strong. I've been a sports star. I've been to the Olympics. I I played wheelchair sports for Man Sports League, the wheelchair Mets, and I did the World Series at Shea Stadium. I met numerous baseball players, actors, rappers, wrestlers, mostly everybody that I grew up with from the 80s and the early 90s and the 2000s, especially my all-time favorite, Hulk Hogan, and that includes his daughter. There's so many things that I grew up with and I hold my early life and my childhood near and dear to my heart, which is why I collect action figures, certain movies, certain cartoons. I like hard copy movies and retro games, as well as current games. In 2017, January 4th to be exact, I got my first apartment after struggling 4 years, having 4 operations within the span of 2 years, or 4 years rather. Unbeknownst to myself and even people close to me, I got out of the nursing home and I got my own place. The only reason that all started is because I wanted to give my grandparents a rest. So I never left the rehab center because I wanted to fight and make sure that I get my own place, which was rightfully so, as my right as a disabled American. And I kept my promise by saying that I would go back to work and go back to school, which I currently am in. We're here 2 years later. I have some great friends, although I wish that certain people would have given me a chance, and I hate being judged. And I feel like I got a long way to go, which hurts me because I think I accomplished a lot and reached the finish line, but dreams never stop. I would love to get a wife or a girlfriend or even a kid, but because of my condition, I'm not sure about the kid, but at least a wife and somebody to love me, and not necessarily somebody who's disabled, but somebody that just loves me for me. I have a lot of great friends, both disabled and not. And I'm grateful for my granddad, and I miss my grandmother terribly, who never got a chance to see me in this apartment. I just hope everybody's proud of me, because sometimes I get deeply depressed because I'm sad because of my age and because of all the stuff I've been through. I didn't think I accomplished enough, but I hope I did just that. I've written articles, written books, went to City Hall to fight for public ramps in movie theaters. So there's my story. I hope I made it.